Now we are going to listen from the advisory group on health. I would now like to invite the Vice Chair of the Advisory Group on Health, Dr. Faustin Ndugulile from the United Republic of Tanzania, to present the report of the meeting. Dr. Ndugulile, you have the floor.
The IPU Advisory Group on Health met on the 13th of October 2024 with 4 out of 5 members in attendance, as well as technical partners from the World Health Organization, the Partnership for Maternal, Newborn and Child Health, the Global Fund to Fight AIDS, Tuberculosis and Malaria, and the UNAIDS. We discussed the follow-up of the 2019 IPU resolution on universal health coverage, UHC. We had an update on global health governance development pertaining to UHC from Dr. Bruce Eward, WHO Assistant Director General for UHC and Life Cause. We decided to focus on challenges restricting access to health services, including financial barriers. The group asked the IPU Secretariat to prepare a monitoring framework for the implementation of the resolution, taking into account existing resources and called for capacity building for parliamentarians. We further discussed the current outbreak of Mpox, which was declared a public health emergency of international concern by the WHO Director General in August 2024. We reflected on the shift of attention away from the other health priorities, the pressure of health emergencies on health systems, and the importance of equity to be at the center of decisions on disease treatment and vaccine distribution. We also reiterated the important role of parliamentarians play in raising awareness and engaging communities, which are key to stop Mpox. As part of the efforts to strengthen linkages between IPU's work on health and climate change, the group decided to submit a contribution to the outcome document of the COP29 parliamentary meeting. We wish to highlight that climate change is a health risk multiplier and to call for policies and investment to address key challenges related to health, food insecurities, extreme weather-related illnesses, and vector-borne diseases. The group was briefed on the process of amendments of the IP statutes and rules, as well as its transformation into an IPU committee. We also had updates from our technical partners and welcomed continued cooperation with WHO and PMCH. Thank you very much, Madam President.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ndugulile, for this report. Colleagues, okay, I have seen only Nigeria who would like to take the floor. So please request for the floor. Okay.
Thank you.
Nigeria, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam President and honorable colleagues. Once again, beautiful reports. But I want to mention that in this era of fighting for global health, my continent, Africa, is fully dependent on the Western world for survival. When we experienced COVID, it was obvious that even the face masks that we put on and the hand gloves, they came from other countries, the Western world. And we cannot talk about health security in Africa, for example, without talking about local content in industrialization. What is the sustainability of health security in the continent without putting in place structures that will make us provide at least the basic things that we need without depending on other parts of the world for survival? Monkeypox started recently, I was told, from DRC, and it started spreading. And most of the time, vaccines and all the rest of them will come from other parts of the world. It ought not to be so. Conversations around these issues should be one of the interests of your committee. What has your committee done in ensuring that though we receive help from all over the world as a continent, what instrument, what structures are we putting in place to see that our health security is sustainable? At the moment, it is not. And I didn't hear it in your report that conversations along that side was held. We cannot run to other parts of the world all the time. What is your committee doing about that? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We had only one intervention, colleagues. Dr. Ndugulile, please, you have the floor.
No, thank you very much for that intervention from Nigeria, and I think it's very pertinent. It's very true. The number of health emergencies in the continent are on the rise, and these are due to fragile health system that we're currently having in the continent. But let me assure you that one of the priorities that our group is looking at, but also the African Union and the WHO Afro are looking at, is building the capacity of local manufacturing of medicines, vaccines, and health commodities in the continent. And this is one of the areas that we are prioritizing going forward. And maybe let me just say this as the incoming director, the regional director of WHO Afro. This is an area that I'll be focusing on going forward once I take over my mandate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I won't say much about that, but the Secretary General is going to say a bit about the incoming WHO Regional Director for Africa. So, colleagues, do I take it that we endorse the report? Thank you very much, Dr. Ndugulile. Now I would like to give the floor to the Secretary General to briefly say some words about Dr. Ndugulile. Mr. Secretary General.
Madam President, during this assembly, we are saying goodbye to many outstanding figures of the IPU. And the contexts in which we say goodbye are different from one personality to the other. Yesterday, we said goodbye to Professor Kachavivi, Speaker of Namibia, who is retiring. Now, I have the distinct pleasure of saying goodbye, in quotes, to somebody who has been a prominent figure of the IPU and its work on health. I mean Dr. Ndugulile Faustin. He is from the United Republic of Tanzania. No relationship intended, Madam President. Dr. Ndugulile has been involved in the work of this advisory group from the very beginning, and he has held positions including chair of that group and now vice chair. As he himself has let the cat out of the bag, he was recently elected WHO Regional Director for Africa, and I would like, on behalf of the parliamentary community, to congratulate him. As I do so, I do it with a lot of pride, because you have informed the work of the IPU in the area of health in particular, and now we can say that you are exporting the expertise of the IPU to the WHO. Normally, it is WHO that brings its expertise to us, and today it is you who are taking the parliamentary community to WHO. I want to pin a lot of hopes on the strengthening of our cooperation, and as I do so, I'm reminded of the very thoughtful comments made by Dr. Benjamin Kalu from Nigeria. Now that we have our own person in-house in WHO, there's no reason why Africa should not be on the forefront of the health agenda. So that is, Faustin, your work is cut out for you. We'll not let you off the hook, I hope. This is not the last we are seeing of you, I do know that you were in Berlin early this week and you came back here to work with your colleagues on the advisory group on health, and you are here today to present the report. So we count on your support. We are determined, as somebody who has been working with you over the years, we are determined to strengthen our cooperation with WHO so that health outcomes are better for all and not just for a group of individuals in the world. So congratulations, Godspeed with you, and we look forward to seeing more of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Secretary General, for those kind words to our outgoing Vice Chair of the Advisory Group on Health.